This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
But I just show up and look pretty and spout big words, and then I'm done. Charlie's not here today. Sorry to disappoint you.
Well, that sounded like your voice, Miss Little Hellfire. Welcome to Before the Bath, the Gotham Podcast. I am Phil, and also suffering in this cold weather is
Kelly. Hey.
And you all heard Little Hellfire.
What's up, y'all?
Suffering in
warm.
Florida.
Oh,
come down and stay warm. I had to turn the heat on here in Florida, so I kind of sort of feel your pain. The fuel surcharge is ridiculous, Duke Energy.
Someone had to turn on the heat to survive, Little Hellfire.
There was a gas plant fire here, so everybody had to turn their gas furnaces down to 65, which they can't keep up anyway, so it's colder than that everywhere.
Just scores and scores of people just with
cold, wet hard nipples.
All of southern Michigan, actually. So lots of cold people.
Almost feels like a no man's land out there.
Oh, maybe.
Cold, wet, hard nipples. What?
You said it.
Context, sir. Context. Cold, wet, hard nipples. All right. This is a Wayne's World.
She must have been talking about the bat suit, the really bad bat suit.
No, we were talking that first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, scroll down, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, scroll down. The live commentary is something special. But we're talking about bats today.
That's right.
And hams that got. So, yeah.
So, I'm guessing this prototype Bane is supposed to be the father because in the comics, Bane's father is Sir Edmund Dorrance, and this guy is Eduardo Dorrance.
I'm still very upset. As much as like I said last time, I love Shane West, but he has no Hispanic lineage in his line. I do not appreciate it. This is the route they were going. Just a little frustrated. That's all. But I'm here for Shane West. You knew he was going to stab Gordon in the back, and
totally.
I like to see Gordon suffer. I do. I want him to be with Babs, for God's sakes, guys. So I want him to suffer.
Barbara wasn't enough suffering, huh?
No, not even close.
And no mention of that one night stand. So
I'm just waiting. They drink it away.
I'm just waiting for that pregnancy. She better not. She better be pregnant. You need
twins.
Yes.
So Jeremiah's alive. I hate to jump to the end, but I'm disappointed.
Well, you knew something.
I wanted it to be a triplet. I wanted it to be the triplet theory.
He hibernated for the winter. Come on.
We'll find out more in 2 weeks, I guess.
Yes. And then that whole thing at the end, again, we're skipping to the end, but that whole thing, did he have someone made up as to look like the Waynes?
That's what I'm
thinking. So.
Yeah, it's like kind of like their shout out to the first episode, because even Selena was talking about being in the alley the night they were shot.
Yeah, she cut to the bone on that one.
They're gonna try to make Bruce think he's crazy.
Well, he is crazy.
Well, he is crazy, but especially if he thinks Selena is okay.
Poor thing. Too bad we can't get old Negan and Lauren to show up.
It's the end of the world when like Harvey Bullock's like a positive role model for a child.
when he's down to do paperwork, all crap has hit the fan.
And he gives encouraging words to Bruce. Wow.
It is a strange, crazy world out there in Gotham right now.
It's like Harvey and Alfred traded places.
I don't know. Alfred is more good for giving him a good smacking around.
I was going to say, maybe Alfred was smacking Harvey around.
He smacks him. Somebody finally knocked some sense into Harvey. All it took was all the bridges to be blown and his secret to go to hell in a handbasket.
Unless someone like just cut the top off Harvey's head and was tinkering with his brain.
Yeah.
Oh, what a cop out. I mean, we all knew Hugo Strange was gonna be behind it or whatever, because we were like, when are they gonna address this? And where's Lee? Is she in one of those body bags hanging up or what?
Maybe she's the one who's orchestrating it all.
Yeah, maybe maybe Hugo was telling the truth. Maybe he wasn't he put the clip in, but he wasn't controlling it. Maybe it was Lee.
Well, the government's got the remote now, though. So.
Yeah, but what if she's the one controlling the government strings?
I'm thinking
just a humble old doctor.
Sure.
I'm thinking that scene we got at the beginning of episode 1 where they're like fighting the government. It's probably Bane's, running the troops, and they're all fighting Bane and the troops off. Yeah,
it's all coming together. That first scene's all coming together now.
Yep.
Poor Enigma.
I can't believe we got the shot of his actual brain sticking out of his head.
I was
like, wait, this is 8:00 on a Thursday on Fox. What is?
I know.
This isn't Saw. I didn't go to the movie theater, did I?
They do make a Jell-O mold that looks like that, so it's probably just Jell-O.
Yeah, I actually have one for my zombie party.
There you go.
There's always room for brains,
especially with hot sauce.
I put that bleep on everything.
This episode was interesting. I'm glad we're at the halfway mark. I guess that's why we have to have a 2-week break.
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of halfway because they got 12 now, right?
Yeah.
Well, is it? I don't think it's a State of the Union.
It looks like a couple double episodes, like 2 hours.
I was gonna say, I think the finale is gonna be 2 hours.
I just wonder, is it will start tomorrow. It's February.
Sweet.
Is it gonna be? Yeah, but is it gonna be like sports and is there sports and stuff?
Not on a Thursday, right? Football's gonna be done this Sunday.
Is basketball any basketball?
I mean, March Madness is when they usually preempt stuff. I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe they just want to end on a certain date, so they have to take this break.
Could be.
But Gotham loves its breaks. It had to get one last break in. It wouldn't be Gotham without a break.
Because the break between this last season and this season wasn't big enough.
Oh no.
Like a year like a year and a half. Yeah, no.
Doctor Who fans can do that standing. Oh, fans of Sherlock, BBC Sherlock, can do that standing on their hands. So no worries.
That's right.
But what was up with Ed getting tortured in the suburbs? Like Kelly was like messaging with me. She was like, "Is that Granny Goodness?" I thought it was.
Yo, me too. I was like, maybe we've all been watching Young Justice too much. I don't know. Or maybe Smallville season 10. I don't know.
I said I was getting like Kathy Bates Misery vibes.
Oh, for poor little JoJo. Justice for JoJo.
That's right. With
just
a
when
smile on his face.
Just when Ed starts yelling at her, "You anthropomorphic moron!"
Nincompoop. I love it. I love the word nincompoop. I was like, yes, give her the tongue lashing. Wait, phrasing.
I loved how he told her what's wrong.
Idiot.
But I just love him like yelling at her, like don't like humanize your pet.
Stab me, shoot me.
I know. How obvious was that? It's like, no, whatever you do, don't electrocute. Oh, by the way, the fuel line's clogged. Don't shock me anymore.
No, he got free electroshock therapy.
That's right.
It wasn't going to be an execution chair. It was free shock therapy.
No copay.
I mean, they should have seen that coming, but Ed also should have seen Hugo's trap coming, where it's like, oh, let me write it down. So
yeah.
It's okay. He's been drinking the lead laden water in Gotham, as has everyone, so it's fine. Mixed with Scarecrow fear gas, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, but Penguin tells Ed he saved them the night the bridges blew. He took him to Hugo Strangeness.
I kind of just wanted them to shut up and kiss. Like, they were just building to it. The music was slowing, and I was just like, "You gonna do it? No? Okay."
Just in your fanfic.
No, I'm just gonna stab him in the back and turn him over.
I mean, it's how they do. It's their love language. It's fine.
We are getting towards Valentine's Day.
Talk about your bloody heart murders. I don't know.
But I knew he was going to come back. He's like, you named your dog after me?
I know. I was like, no. Take it as a compliment.
Cute dog.
I love that dog. I just want to smush its little face and eat it. I love bulldogs. Bulldogs are so cute, but they fart and they snore. So it's like you might as well just have a boyfriend or a husband at that point. Sorry, Philip.
That's okay.
That was my one part.
I should just be sitting here scratching my butt. What are you talking about?
But,
I am outnumbered in my household, so.
Oh.
Most of the time.
I couldn't live in the fear of like falling down in the toilet in the middle of the night. I have to live by myself. Like whatever phobia that is, I have it.
That's why you buy the self-closing toilet.
That's why Lilith lives alone. That toilet seat glued down.
But I just want Lee. Where is Lee?
That's what I've been asking.
That's why I'm wondering if she isn't running the whole thing. Because we haven't
when they
seen
said
her.
Harper, I was like, Roy Harper? No, wait, wrong.
No.
Harper Row? What?
I know, right? Harper Violet? Like, which Harper?
Harper Valley PTA.
I'm all confused with Gotham. I don't know.
Don't drink while you're watching it.
How the hell do you get through Gotham without having a nice glass of wine or six? I don't.
Wine or six.
The only way things make a little bit of sense.
You're gonna be like,
I think that's how the writers write the episodes. If
what? Do you watch Gotham like Marnell, just like a giant glass like that big? It's one.
Especially during the Scarecrow episodes that are tripping anyway. Whoa.
Oh, are they gonna go looking for the Scarecrow's fear gas too? Like they kind of hinted at it that he was.
I wonder if that's gonna be like part of the Venom or something, or if he's gonna use that, because he was even asking Jim. He's like, "Well, what about this? Crane or Scarecrow?"
Yeah.
It's coming.
In the DC universe, I feel like the Scarecrow toxin is like universal. Like we saw it kind of on Arrow in the crossover, in the Arrowverse crossover, where it did something that it wasn't supposed to do, and it's just
kind of like the Lazarus Pit.
Exactly.
I know, but yeah, Scarecrow is always like such a plot device. He's, written well. He's like a frightening villain, but like every other story, it's just like he's like the Legion of Doom's weed dealer almost.
Talk about your speed weed. Wait, this isn't the Arrowverse. Dang it, speed weed, you failed us again. But yeah, I like this episode. I'm enjoying the last season of Gotham, maybe because I know it's its last, and I really feel like the writers are going like full tilt. Let's do all the crazy things we want to do.
Well, yeah, since they only have like a half a season, really, I think it's forced them to pick up the pace.
And I feel like shows like this are always better. Like I think why I like British TV and just foreign TV in general is because they're not beholden to that 22, 24, 26 episodes a season. So they can make a nice tight story, be done with it, and be refreshed for the next season.
And then make you wait forever.
Control. I'm saying Supergirl could benefit from a 13-episode season. So could Black Lightning.
Get my unpopular opinion out of my mouth.
It's not that unpopular if you read the board.
I know.
But no, this definitely shows what Gotham can do when they're not beholden to studio pressures.
Yeah.
Almost like if the movies weren't beholden to studio pressures, what we could get.
Oh, well, speaking of that, Batman-related news. What is it?
I told you the Batfleck is out! I called this 5 months ago.
The release date for the Batman, what is it, 2021? But yeah, it's not going to be Affleck.
And Matt Reeves is still attached? What a friend!
Younger Batman.
A friend!
Hey, friends are friends till money's involved.
Hollywood! It's not too late to call Jim Caviezel. I'm just going to throw that out there. I know we want younger, but...
Oh, he can do that.
I I got my fingers crossed though, Lilith, because in the article it said supposedly we're getting what we wanted, more detective Batman.
Well, yeah, Matt Reeves is a little cerebral, so I could see that.
So here's hoping.
It better not be Armie Hammer. That's all I'm saying. I do not want Armie Hammer. I don't want it. The actor.
Watch him cast Joe Jonas.
He's too short. I mean, at that point, you might as well just cast Tom Cruise.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What do they do with Manu Bennett on Arrow? Hello?
I don't want apple boxes. I want it to be believable.
Oh, Mark Harmon can.
Although I have to say, since he married Priyanka Chopra, like his cachet has gone up. I was never Jonas Brothers fan, but I was like, she sees something, and okay, maybe we'll put that on the back burner. Phil, who would you want to be Batman? And since we're getting another one,
I don't know.
Remember, they're trying to go younger, somebody that can carry the franchise for 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The first name that popped in my head, it wouldn't be that young. I was going to say John Hamm, but
he's as bad as Armie Hammer. No, thank you.
Oh,
I don't need that big strong jaw on my movie screen. No thanks. No thanks.
Fight me, nerd.
I just can't think of anybody, honestly.
Chris
yeah,
Pine?
I can. Pine.
Dye the hair, yeah. He's got the hero's jaw. But I love him too much as Steve Trevor. I couldn't.
Yeah, I know.
He plays the damsel in distress perfectly. I'm sorry.
And
see Star Trek movies, new Star Trek movies.
Yes. Yes. He doesn't have the pregnant pause like Shatner, so I appreciate that.
Gentleman in distress. I forget that there's actually no real male equivalent to damsel in distress.
But I think they need to go unknown or somebody new.
That's what I thought they were. Honestly, I don't know if you guys remember the pitch for Justice League Mortals. That was all pretty much unknown cast. And I think that would have been the way to go, kind of like what Marvel did with a few of their.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we need to do at this point. Make it that way they're forced to have a good story, not just relying on star power cachet.
That's very true. Because heaven knows DC needs a good movie story.
Shazam! Y'all better go see it!
Yes, I gotta love that one.
You are gonna love that one, Kelly.
I will.
And if anyone isn't familiar with Shazam, stay tuned.
We have the real Captain Marvel special coming up on Capes. All shade, all tea intended.
Because I totally miss the Nerd Herd. I miss Chuck.
Yes, Chuck. And we should all eat Subway before we go see Shazam.
Yes. And stop by the Nerd Herd.
What do you think Gotham has in store for us next? Like, I feel like since this is like our little break, this is gonna be like all hell's gonna break loose, and it's just all gonna roll downhill from here.
Yeah.
Like, how bad is it gonna get, Phil? I'm scared.
I mean, you can't go too wild. You can't go too crazy because it's a prequel, so Bruce comes out of this, Oswald comes out of this, Eddie comes out of this.
Does Harvey necessarily have to come out of this? I mean, we have Renee Montoya, all the other kind of
I don't know
characters.
Like, if you want to kill a major character, that'd probably be the way to go. Is like Harvey or Barbara once she gives birth.
Oh my God! Yeah, Barbara.
Yeah, is Barbara making it out alive?
She's gonna be the real Harley. That's the plot twist. And I'm telling you, Gordon's gonna be the real Joker, and that's that.
As long as our real Harley and Joker aren't like licking blood every episode.
This Harley's so weird. How do you feel about this Harley, Kelly?
She's really kind of creepy. I mean,
she's too dark to be Harley,
Yeah, she's just really super creepy, and I don't know, like, she doesn't have a mind of her own, or at least she didn't seem to. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but she just really made me feel strange.
I'm just going to say it. When Punisher, a Marvel property, does a better Harley and Joker story than DC does, we have a problem. Shout out to Jigsaw storyline in Punisher season 2. Don't you think? That's hey, whatever.
I kind of think the military is going to really put the monkey wrench into things.
As they always do.
When we come back. And I think they're going to end up, I think that the people of Gotham are going to end up fighting the military off.
Ooh, season 4 Arrow finale!
Kinda, yeah.
Oh my god, with the Penguin, Enigma, and Jim just smacking each other, I would die.
Oh, I don't know. I think they may have to form an alliance to kick out the military.
Oh yeah, we definitely got that glimpse. I'm just saying, I'll never get over that season 4 finale of Arrow. Never. Never forget, never forgive. And you know, in this day and age of Netflix and streaming, you know, shows are made to not end on a cliffhanger, and it has to kind of not be too divisive either. So I'm just very curious about what they have in store for us at this point.
The city will be reopened, and you know,
it's New Gotham. I swear, if they don't do the New Gotham,
they'll
Gotham or something like that,
they'll save the city, and then like the last minute or two, the final episode will be, you know, flash forward or something of him in the city.
Wayne Enterprises rebuilding the bridges.
And adding extras in the hidden extras in the city, and
the train station that goes through the Wayne Tower.
Oh god! Or maybe Bruce leaves on a mission to go train something. Wait, no, because we're gonna get the Batman flash. Maybe we get like a little montage leading up to that.
Well, we could see him leaving and then like get the little flash at the end of, you know, when he comes back. You know, like
crazy. He has nothing. Like Alfred can hold down. Alfred and Lucius got this in Gotham. He can go off and travel the world.
At the end of the present day storyline, they'll show him getting on a plane, and, you know, travel the world for like 5 or 10 years, and then they got like the last flash of like the last minute or two will be like, you know, kind of like their version of the beginning of the 1989 Batman, just him like 2 guys on a roof. Who are you?
Welcome back, Master Bruce.
I don't know. Like, I want more Jim. I feel like we don't get enough Jim anymore. Like, he was all in this episode, but like, I just feel like he wasn't.
Yeah. I want more Alfred again, too. I kind of miss Alfred.
So
yes, but don't worry. Alfred's getting his own TV show. Yes, they are still going forward with that. Not this Alfred. Unfortunately, I will watch the hell out of that.
A prequel to this prequel.
Boy, pretty mind blown.
Pretty soon, if they just keep going backwards, Lil, we're eventually
going to get that. Krypton already, so
I know they'll have a cartoon. It'll be Batman Babies.
Oh God, no! I'm telling you, Muppet Babies is nightmare fuel. I don't care, unpopular opinion or not. It is nightmare fuel. The faceless woman and
what the new Muppet Babies?
No, old Muppet Babies is nightmare.
Oh, the old one. Okay, I was gonna say.
Skeeter used to creep me out. I'll just say it.
I was gonna say, if you're talking about the new Muppet Babies, my son would like to have a word with you.
I have not seen the new Muppet Babies yet. Hopefully the redesign for that is better than all the other reboots. Looking at you, Shiva.
Well, I was gonna say, if I could find a way to load it on his iPad, you and Luca could sit there and watch it. 5-hour drive to Ohio.
No, I refuse.
Make her watch DuckTales. She can listen to David Tennant.
I love the new DuckTales, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to introduce Luca to the classics. Old DuckTales.
There you go.
Okay.
Animaniacs.
Which is also getting a reboot. And it's all Warner Brothers, so it's all connected. No worries.
Because nobody can come up with an original story anymore. They got to remake everything, like MacGyver and Magnum PI and, you know, all these things.
So no, are they like trying to redeem Barbara? Because like she was like all mad. It seemed like she was all mad at Ed. She's like, "You killed all those innocent people." It's like, so how many people have you killed?
But they weren't innocent, except for even her parents to an extent. Probably weren't innocent.
Is she discovering a maternal instinct?
You better shut your mouth, Philip.
or
I joke about the twins.
Or has she sought psychotherapy from Harley?
The real Harley.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. They just still don't know what to do with Babs, unfortunately. But no. I kind of like this Gotham Siren vibe. So, you know what? Erin Richards is the Margot Robbie of this show. They're like, we don't know really what to do with you, but you pitch us an idea and we'll go with it. Because I heard the whole Gotham Sirens was kind of her idea since they didn't really know where to go.
And Selena like ran to the club, so is that going to be like a partnership there now?
I mean, she does have a thing for girls with cat-themed personalities. So maybe.
Oh, she did do Tabitha, yeah.
Just saying. I'm so curious about the Joker thing. Well, I mean, the Jeremiah thing. I mean, he had like the full-blown purple suit, but we can't call him Joker. It's okay.
We could call Joaquin Phoenix the Joker, but not
don't get me started on that one, because it's the name that they're using in that movie is none of the known aliases. Like, I'm so perplexed. Save it for Capes tomorrow. But Gotham's just a mess, and I just want to get to Bane already. It's like I saw the outfit, and I was just like, the sooner it gets on my screen, the sooner I can get over it.
I'm like, a brand new character. They're like you said, they're almost halfway through the season already. Let's get to Bane already.
Honestly, it should have been episode 3. We should have been getting glimpses of like what the army was doing, maneuvering their plans or something.
Or they could have had like flashback scenes and been like, yeah, he's been here. In episode 1, he could have been there already, and like just like kind of retell how he came to town in flashbacks or something.
I mean, Bane in No Man's Land. I mean, they did kind of like tinker with that, but I don't feel like the seeds were laid for Bane. It's Bane. No. Just here I am, Gordo.
Surprise.
Is he going to break anyone's back?
I think he might break Jim's back. I don't know.
They don't have
a lot of animosity just in that last standoff. He's like, I saved your life one too many times.
There's no camels in Gotham.
Jim's life?
What? No camels in Gotham?
Yeah. The straw that broke the camel's back, you know.
How do you know what Barbara had?
Oh!
Ouch!
I meant her stockpile of things.
She's got a zoo.
Tanks and who knows? I hear camel tastes pretty good though. I'm just saying. I heard that. Anyway.
You two together. Oh my lord.
Did you? I don't know. I'm having a hard time pinning down my favorite scene, but I think it's the Ed and Penguin confrontation.
Yeah, I remember because you wanted them to kiss. Yeah, we know.
They were building the tension. Go watch that and tell me they weren't building towards a kiss, and then somebody Star Trekked and said, "No, you can't do it."
Well, the cops showed up, and
my favorite was when Nigma had his whole monologue trying to figure this whole thing out. That was really interesting, and he broke the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, I like when Bruce went to talk to Harvey, and then he disappeared on him. And yes. Harvey's just like, oh, the kid's fast.
Did you guys?
A meme was born.
Did you guys notice what Nigma was writing?
Remember?
Yeah, he kept writing, remember
who you are.
Remember what's going on. Where have you been? Why can't you remember?
Remember.
What show am I on?
I actually liked Charlie's theory that it was actually the third personality coming. I'm kind of bummed that that's not true.
Yeah.
That would kind of merge. There would be no Ed. Only, yeah.
There is no Ed. Only Zool.
Really? You're not going to hit the nerd button for yourself? Okay.
Oh, what? Who doesn't like Ghostbusters? Fine.
A lot of people. really like the real Ghostbusters. The cartoon. Just saying. To be fair, no, I'm not even going to do the Rick and Morty quote. I'll leave it alone. Anyway, I just want more Babs, to be honest. I'm just so infatuated with Aaron Richards, like, and what they've done with the character. Like, they can do so much more.
Oh, Aaron Richards can get it.
I mean, it's they're all mightily attractive cast, all the ones that are legal. I think everybody's legal.
Well, yeah, it's TV. I mean, when do they put an unattractive person on TV unless they're
Have you seen soap operas? I'm just saying.
I thought that's where they really put pretty people.
Not anymore.
I have a day job, Lilith. I can't be sitting around watching soap operas.
You can record them and watch them later.
Exactly.
If you really want
to. For 20 to 30 years, I know somebody who has had, and then thank God for DVRs and TiVos. I'm just saying.
Those aren't my soap operas. My stories are about the boy who runs fast and fixes stuff.
Justin Hartley, after Smallville, had to return to those. So I'm just saying.
I know.
Before This Is Us, he had to pay them bills. Anyway.
Yes. This is Bills.
All
right.
I don't know. This is a solid B+ for me.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. Kelly,
I'm gonna say C+. It was a good. It was a good. So harsh. I know, but there were a lot of loose pieces. And I know they'll probably get tied up in a pretty bow in 7 episodes, but
you mean they'll get the end singed.
But it's just there were a lot of little things that were thrown in there, and it's kind of like, okay, where are you going with this? I don't see where you're going.
They're just waiting for Lilith to tell them the ending.
Lilith will fix it because Lilith fixes everything.
Barry Allen comes in, or John Constantine comes in. I think Matt Ryan should be the glue that holds all of the DC TV universe together.
Yes, there you go.
He's got to show up on Swamp Thing, maybe show up on Doom Patrol, make me want to actually watch that damn show. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, he has to be on Swamp Thing.
Yeah. So Gotham, it's been a pretty decent season so far. I'm actually excited for Gotham, so they're doing something right. And I was really pissed when I saw I was like, a break?
Yes.
Anybody else was like, wait, what?
Really? And then it comes back on Valentine's Day, really?
Wonder if there'll be a massacre.
Ooh,
Maybe.
Yeah. That would be dope, actually.
Maybe that's why they took the break, so they could do the massacre on Valentine's Day.
It'll be the Red Wedding.
Oh, Game of Thrones still not back. It could be worse. We could be Game of Thrones fans, both book and TV show. So
I'm sorry.
We don't have it that bad.
Sorry. All right. So should we get out of here?
We should.
All right.
And we shall.
Miss Kelly, where can people find you on the intranet?
Oh, on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and just about everywhere else at Super Squint. That's SuperSquint.
Are you still on Tumblr?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Lilith, where can the hip kids hang out with you?
If you nerds want to disagree with anything that I've said, you can find me over on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. If you want to learn how to get your life together with food, or maybe just check out some cool doll stuff, Instagram, Lilith Hellfire 86. If you want to talk like Superman or Smallville, you can find me at SavvyPod, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and or Instagram.
Fight me, nerd.
And share your thoughts on the final season of Gotham. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com, facebook.com/beforethebadpodcast, at Before the Bat Pod on Twitter. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram, and the voicemail. Come on, share your voice. 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And listeners, fear not. Even though there won't be a episode of Gotham next week, me and Lilith will throw you a something comic book.
You should do something Batman related.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. There's tons of it.
Yes. All right.
So hit the button, Phil.
Yes, boss.
Just gonna read on our way out.
I thought she's gonna pick up a bottle. I was like,
I keep it classy, Philip.
Oh, your water. It's not your milk. All right, everyone. Don't step on any pressure-sensitive minds on your way out the door.
And don't forget, learn how to play chess if you don't. It might just save your life.
If things hit the fan, just dive down your secret little porthole in the basement.
Crazy.
Porthole in the basement?
And clean the fuel lines.
Can't remember, clean your scalp. And remember the final, most important lesson: those teenage girls are no good. They're killers, I tell you. What are you a teenager, Lil Hellfire?
I just act like one.